Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Before yielding to the distinguished gentleman from California, I'd like to yield to my friend and ask him a question, my friend from Texas.
Gentleman from Texas.
It appears that my friend and I are like ships passing in the night, and both of us have been here during the period that Democrats have been in the majority, the minority, and the majority again. When your party gained the majority, does my friend have a recollection of what the surplus was and the fact that there was a surplus?
How much time is the gentleman willing to give me? 1 minute?
I'll yield the gentleman such time as to answer that question, and then I'd like to ask the gentleman another question.
I appreciate the opportunity. The gentleman knows that the first surplus was literally trillions of dollars, and that is always a guesstimate in the future of where we exist.
All right.
The gentleman knows that on 9/11 of 2001, there was a surplus in this country.
Mm-hmm.
On 9/11, 2001, this country was struck by a group of terrorists who intended financial economy.
Absolutely. Reclaiming my time.
They did. Well, this is what I was talking about. The gentleman
reclaiming my time, I have yet another question. When you lost the majority, what was the deficit? And I understand 9/11. I understand all of the things that took place. I also understand that had we never been in the Iraq War in the first place, we wouldn't be here in this situation. So tell me, if you can, my friend, what the deficit was when you lost the majority, and what, in fact, did President Obama inherit when we gained the majority again?
I will answer the gentleman if he will allow me a full answer.
Well, I'll do it rhetorically and allow that you answer on your own time. The simple fact of the matter is...
Well, then the gentleman did not intend for an answer.
Reclaim my time, Mr. Speaker. When this administration...
Thank you, gentleman.
Gentleman from Florida.
Administration took office, they had a $1.2 trillion deficit. And to continue along the lines of saying that nothing was done, I want you to know that you don't just create a situation that gives rise to eliminating that with a magic wand. The American public understands this dynamic and will be patient such time as we go forward to try to remedy this matter. The gentleman spoke earlier to my colleague, Mr. Sherman, but before turning to him, I want to look at some of the numbers. Job growth under the current administration is reversing a long downward spiral that started under the last president. The stimulus plan is working as planned. We are making sound investments in helping Americans find good jobs and getting this economy moving again. The unemployment rate dropped last month, and the efforts of this Congress are helping people afford a home, and we need to do a lot more to unseize the frozen dollars in these banks that are not helping small businesses, and that's what some of this financial regulatory reform is referencing. Even the TARP program is working better than expected, and confidence has been restored to Wall Street, evidence the market and everybody's 401ks, and more than $200 billion is going to be returned to the government. I'm very pleased at this time to yield 2 minutes to the distinguished gentleman from California, Mr. Sherman.